Hi and welcome. In this video, I'm going to share with you some really simple and easy ways to declutter your bedroom and my favorite bedroom organizing tips. This video is a collab with amazing YouTubers as part of the Clutter-Free January collab. I'm going to put a link down low to the playlist where everybody's going to upload their bedroom decluttering and organizing videos, so be sure to check that out. Let it run in the background while you declutter and organize your own bedroom for some motivation and inspiration. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Cass from Clutterbug. Hit that subscribe button for lots of organizing and decluttering tips. Let's jump into my closet, which is kind of full. So this is my teeny tiny closet that I share with my husband. So I have this 2 feet of space for all of my clothing, and I like clothes, I'm not gonna lie. I also recently lost over 100 pounds. So because of that, I have sort of a range of sizes of clothing too. I'm gonna show you how to address that in a second if your weight also fluctuates like mine. But let's start with step 1, which is taking everything out of the closet, or at least your clothing out of the closet. I feel like Rocky. So once you've taken everything out, what I like to do first is shop my stuff. So I like to say like, I actually love this shirt. And if you find something you love, then you immediately put it back in your closet. So shopping your clothes is a really fun way. It doesn't feel like decluttering, it feels like shopping. This is yes. This is yes. This one is So when you get to an article of clothing that you're not totally sure if you should keep or not, that's when I like to talk about the rules. I have 3 distinct rules that I ask myself. 1, have I worn it in the last year? 2, do I love the way that it looks on me right now? And 3, if I saw this in a store, would I buy it again? And if the answer to those questions is no, then you know it has to go. And if the answer is yes, then you know that you can keep it. So for this one, I have worn it in the last year. I wear this to work out, which wasn't very often, but I do wear it to work out, which means it shouldn't be mixed in with my nice clothes. I have a spot dedicated to workout clothes, but I know that it's full. So what I'm gonna do is trade. I'm gonna set this to the side and I'm gonna trade this workout shirt for another one that I don't like as much so it can get out of my regular closet. When I'm putting the clothes back in, quick organizing tip, I like to put the summer clothes, because it's winter right now, at the back. So I'm just grabbing the things like a sweater, which I would wear now, and I'm gonna put that in the front in the easiest place to access. And the more summery clothes, I'm gonna put in the back at the hardest place to access in my closet. Okay, so this one's too big, but I loved this sweater when I was bigger. I have a few that I'm like, what if I gain the weight back? I have an under the bed roll-out container under my bed. It's actually not that big because my weight fluctuates so much. I don't feel comfortable yet getting rid of this. So I'm gonna put it not in the prime real estate in the closet, but in the bin under my bed. And when that bin's full, that's when I go through and make those tough decisions. What do I actually like in here, or what do I like the best? Because you can only keep what fits in one these clothes don't fit me now, but they might fit me later bin. And that's an easy way to get around the, what do I do with the clothes that aren't the size that I am right now? I have never worn this, but I fantasize about wearing this. But would I buy it again? The answer is yes, I would, because I've always dreamed of having a leather jacket. So because it answers the rules with a yes, I'm keeping it. Because I'm a ladybug, I don't love to fold. So I have these great dollar store bins that I hold all of my workout gear, all my bathing suits, things like that, my camisoles, things that are like quick grabs. But they are bursting at the seams. So this is where Dana's container method comes in. You choose a container to hold a certain category like workout clothes, and when it's full, it's full. And so I have all these other clothes that I use to work out in, but only this much space. So I have to go through and decide, am I really wearing this to work out in? Which one do I like the best? And only keeping the stuff that will fit in the bin now. Okay, so that was actually quite easy. So yay, I'm gonna quick roll them just because I am not a folder, but I can roll, right? So I just like slap the sides in and then quickly roll it up. And so when it sits inside the bin, it sits like this, right? So I can see the color and I can see the shirt and pull it out. So again, they're very wrinkled, but I mean, no one's seeing me work out. Pull in the sides and roll. So I'm feeling really good about how much extra space I have in my little workout bins. I feel like I could go shopping now. No, Cass, no, you can't. But it's definitely going to be easier to find the clothes and way easier to put them away. So this huge deep drawer is just for my bras and underwear. I'm mortified because it's a disaster. I need to purge. I need to like ask myself the 3 questions. Have I worn it in the last year? Do I love it? And would I buy it again? And if the answer is no, it's got to go. And I always think like, oh, this is going to be such a huge task, taking everything out. But honestly, it's way faster. Look at how fast I did that closet. I always think things are going to take a lot longer than they actually do. So this is quick. Quick and easy. So quick organizing tip for your socks or underwear or bra. I love these little drawer dividers. These are actually from IKEA. I should say I love them when I have an appropriate amount of stuff, but I do love them in my underwear drawer because I can separate my like everyday underwear from my fancy underwear to like the I feel crappy and need mom underwear that go up to my belly button days. You know what I'm saying? To my sucker mariners, you know, I have like the Spanx because I'm old. So this went from a drawer that was bursting to the top, I couldn't even hardly open and shut it, to something with lots of breathing room now. A quick bedroom organizing tip is when you're done taking something off a hanger to gather all the hangers in one place in your closet. So I like to keep mine just right here on the edge, so when I take a shirt off, right, and I put it on, I take the hanger and I make sure I put it in the one spot where all the empty hangers go. This makes it so easy to put clothes away because I grab all the hangers together out of the closet and I bring it to the basket. I lay it down beside the basket, I put the clothes, I lay them flat, I can quickly hang up all the clothes and then just carry all the hangers back into the closet. This saves me so much time when it comes to putting away my laundry. One of the things I recommend every room has is a place for clothes that aren't necessarily dirty enough to wash, but you've worn so you don't want to put back in your drawers or closet. We just have these hooks behind our door and they store things like belts, many of my husband's belts, but also things like jogging pants or hoodies, pajamas, our robes, things that we've worn but we don't necessarily want to just put in a pile or back in the closet. Hooks are a must-have for these type of things. Here on the side of my dresser, I use some 3M strips to hang dollar store cork boards that I just covered in fabric, and I use dollar store push pins to hold all of my many necklaces. It's out of sight because when I walk in the room, I can't see it, but it's so easy to access that I wear them a lot more often. Don't be afraid to use the sides of furniture for extra storage. And also, don't be afraid to use bins that aren't traditional. I got this little box, I think it's used for sewing supplies, from Michael's, and this is where I store all of my earrings and bracelets. So today, in under half an hour, I purged my drawer and I purged my closet. I'm actually surprised how fast this was. I have so much more space in this closet now. I think Joe needs to do his side next, but take a few minutes, take everything out of your closet, do a quick sort today, make sure you follow the 3 decluttering rules, and carve out some new space in your bedroom. I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. If you have small children, I would shut this off. This is a disclaimer. I am going to be talking about things that might be inappropriate for small children. So, just letting you know. Izzy reminded me of something a couple of days ago. She says that she needs counseling because I have traumatized her youth. And how, do you ask, did I traumatize her youth? I made her believe in things long after the appropriate age that she should be to still believe in things that were magical. And I did this through absolute absurdity. The elf on a shelf probably takes the cake because the elf on a shelf was quite naughty. Charlie is our elf, and he was quite naughty. And so as soon as there was like an inkling of doubt in the house, I was making sure that there was no doubt. And I did that by making our naughty elf completely trash our house on a regular basis. Trash the house. I'd wake up in the morning and there'd be flour everywhere. He ripped open a bag of flour and he did snow angels, like not just like in a cute little pile on a baking pan like a normal mom. No, my friends. Every friggin' where. He had a spaghetti and meatball fight with some Barbie dolls in the dining room. That was a mess. He scribbled all over our family photos with marker all over like the ones on the walls, the bathroom mirror. He colored on the kids' faces while they slept. He took all the underwear out of the underwear drawer and hung them on the tree. And then he took all my bras and hung them outside in the cold in the dead of winter. So I woke up and all my bras were hanging from the tree in the front yard. And I was so freaking mad at Charlie. And I was so mad every time. He toilet papered our living room. He rearranged all the decorations on the Christmas tree so they were on one half of the Christmas tree only after I had spent so long decorating the tree and getting it perfect. I was hysterical. I was like crying. I was like, Charlie has to go. I took it too far. And so not only were the kids begging our elf to behave, which was a little traumatizing in itself, also hilarious, but not so hilarious. And, but they believed, like Izzy and Abby, especially Isabel, was like old, you guys, like going into grade 7. Still adamant that there is no possible way they would ever be my parents because there's no way my mom would throw spaghetti on the walls in our house. Have you met my mother? She is not putting pasta on the walls, and she is not throwing flour everywhere, and she is not putting her bras outside in the front yard for the neighbors to see. But anyway, poor Izzy. She told me that traumatized her. I feel like it just made her childhood more memorable. Anyways, let me know if you ever take things maybe too far, to the extreme. Your kids are maybe needing counseling one day because you are trying so hard to make their childhood magical. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.